Yesterday, our Honorable Union Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman has presented her budget for the year 2021 and 22. The main issues, main concerns taken over by the government in this budget are healthcare, infrastructure development, education and skill development, innovation or research and development, and minimum government and maximum governance. These 6 points the government has taken over as priority issues to be taken up for strong Indian economy and better, fastest economic development of the India in the coming future. So, we'll see one after the other. Regarding healthcare, the government has taken steps to protect environment first, next healthcare and health issues, and also the many rural places, people to rural districts has to be provided healthcare facility to the needy as and when required. Now the pilot project is started with 100 districts and that may be extended to other places in future by stage wise. Environment also the government has given top priority because we have seen the national capital Delhi is facing high pollution. Also some cities of North India are also facing the same pollution problem. So to prevent such pollution problems and to prevent chronic diseases to the citizens, the government has taken every step to maintain the environment and make the environment pollution free and clean air, clear water, and all these things has to be given by one of the as a project of the government. This is healthcare. And with regarding infrastructure development, the government has taken every step to take up the existing projects as well as new projects in roads, railways, ports and power, gas, everything. The government has taken every step, every project, many projects to take up in the coming future. That project is nearly, the government wants to invest around 110 lakh crores for the next 5 years in roads transport and railways also. New lines are coming. New electrification is coming, existing single lanes are doubled. All these projects are being taken over by the government, and as well as with regarding skill development and education. The government has taken up skill development program for the young Indians to get employment opportunities, to face the global competition also, with the help of skill training from the international institutions, international companies, so that they can get employment anywhere. Also they will be helpful for making India successful and make for the world also successful. Also the government has taken many steps to reduce the imports, discourage the imports with increasing the custom duty on some products, and also to encourage import substitution. This is one of the main concern of the government of India, because we are having very huge balance of payment issue with the main country China. Now we have to reduce our imports from China and have to increase our exports. And also in other countries where we are having more imports and less exports, the government wants to substitute, just like oil. Instead of using petroleum oil, the government wants to encourage solar power, electric vehicles, to reduce dependence on imports and to maintain the solar power, reusable energy. Not only uses as import substitution, but also as pollution friendly, means the citizens will be provided with clean air for their good health. Next one is the unorganized sector of employees, where there is so many of the people are working under unorganized sector. Their database is not available, their PF facility is not available, ES facility is not available. To make all these things possible, the government wants to prepare a database for workers who are working in unorganized sector. That is the main achievement. That will be all of the workers, such workers will come under the net or under the facilities, eligible for facilities of PF, ESI, all these things. So that is one of the step taken by the government. Next is innovation and R&D, research and development. This also the government wants to, because India is taking many countries, maybe Japan, Israel, East Asian countries, role model for encouragement of innovation and research and development. So the government is taking every step to create new value addition to the existing product and also create new products useful for not only India and also for the globe. So these are the steps taken by the government, and one more regulation step taken by the government is minimum government, maximum governance. That is, the government wants to reduce its regulation in the day-to-day activities of entrepreneurs as well as common citizens, and to increase the compliance with the help of digitalization and simplifying methods of compliance, simplifying procedures for compliance, and also making it simple, means user friendly or citizens friendly or entrepreneur friendly, so that can be done automatically without the help of a professional. They can carry on their activities minimum technical support, or with the help of professional support they can carry on their activities. We can see the digital payments, filing of returns to all the departments digitally, electronically. Also we can see filing of digital payments, electricity bills. Digital payments increased in India by at least 5 times during last year corona period. Means people, because of the lockdown and unable to make the payments physically, citizens opted for payment to make the payments digitally. Maybe electricity bills or municipal taxes or purchases or for consumer goods or anything, the digital payments were encouraged, and also the digital payments were found to be correct and effective to reduce physical cash transactions to digital cash transactions. That is one of the advantages taken by the government. One more thing is, the government is taking over steps to reduce the labor compliance from 44 acts to 4 acts, so that the entrepreneur feel comfortable to comply with the labor laws, to ESI, PF. All these benefits can be assured and paid to the employees, made available to the employees without any problem. Also, the one more step taken by the government is, if the deducts PF contribution from the employee but has not credited or paid to the government within the specific stipulated time, the such expenditure will not be allowed as expenditure under income tax. This is one more stringent provision taken against the entrepreneurs who awaits or postpones the payment of PF contributions deducted from the employees. These are some of the steps taken by the government for the well-being of citizens as well as strong economy and strong future for India. This budget can be seen as for the next generation, more helpful for the next generation. Means today we have to sacrifice for the next generation.